near to the torch and wand. Have a mug of ale, rest yourself by our fire, and listen to the bard's tale of 4 strangers setting out on a journey to a magical desert city. You're listening to WXPL 91.3 Fitchburg State Radio. Why don't we go around and do character introductions again? It seems we're without our loyal drow this week, but worry not. Who wants to start?
My name's Andrew.
Oh.
Hello?
My bad. Let's try that again.
All right.
Okay. My name is Andrew Salonis, and I am playing Delmarev Gesh, a dragonborn barbarian.
Hello. I am Teshkani, and yeah, let's go.
And on the phone, which is miraculously working now thanks to our hardworking IT crew here at Fitchburg State.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hola.
Can you hear us?
It's a little hard to hear you, Alyssa.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. You're loud and clear.
Oh, nice. Come on, Alyssa, step your game up.
Can you hear Andrew?
Can you hear me?
So, my name is Britton, and I am playing Life of the Night, the Tabaxi sorcerer.
Okay. We're going to pick up where we left off last week at the feast. The sun is completely set now. The only light comes from the fire pit that they've set up in sort of a plaza, kind of, and torches that are just sort of stuck in the sand.
Dope.
I think the party was planning to stay the night at the tavern. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Yes. Alyssa, you are still a little quiet. Sounds like you're actually a little far away from the mic.
Well, I was at one point. I'm not now. Is that better?
No, it's the same.
So, you should probably just turn your mic up louder than others.
It is. Is that better?
Talk again?
Is that any better?
Yes, that is slightly better.
Okay.
Success.
Yay. Braden, you said you wanted to talk to the sage about how the town was founded and all that stuff.
Yes, that is my main thing.
Okay. So you find the sage who is talking to some townsperson, and he notices you come up to him and turns and sort of smiles at you, like he was expecting you.
Hello there.
Oh, hello, traveler. Are you with the party that cleared our well today?
Yes. Unfortunately, I couldn't do as much as I wished to help, but, I would appreciate if I could get some stories and information out of you.
Of course. What would you like to know?
I would love to know, actually, about this town and your people and how all this came about.
Well, the Drite are a relatively new race, from what I've heard. We're only about a couple 100 years old, but this town was formed within the last 5 years. It's really remarkable, actually, how we can adapt to different climates. Some of us wandered out here and decided to make this desert our home, and I was proud to be one of them.
Interesting. Do you know where your race originally came from?
Well, the legend that I know of, we were awakened by a trace of magic from the Feywild, but that would make us from an awfully long way away. I'm just going to come out of
Interesting.
character here for a minute and say that one of the other countries, which is like across on the other side of the game world, basically, there's a region that's very foresty and full of just sort of random portals to the Feywild and the Shadowfell. So,
Interesting.
yeah, so if they were awakened by Feywild magic, then that would mean they're originally from over there, because there aren't any magic portals over on this side.
Would I know about this at all in character?
I would say no, since you're from this country and you wouldn't have traveled. I mean, it depends. Have you traveled outside the country?
No. So,
Then you wouldn't know.
Okay. So I just know the information that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And
you know they were
guess-
awakened by Feywild, but not where.
Yeah, but not how.
Or where.
Or where.
Yeah. Well, possibly how, since you know about magic, but not where.
Yeah, but I'm not book smart. I'm just naturally gifted.
Got it.
So, I guess, do I have... I guess I would ask for, like, I don't want to do it in character because it would take a while, but I guess I would ask for, like, little stories, maybe. What they tell their young, maybe, to, like, keep them... Like, what they tell their young is, like, bedtime stories or whatever, or legends that are passed through.
I would say yes. Yeah. Like, I would say they would tell stories because Drite are very social, so they would probably, like, tell stories from other parts of the world, like, hey, here's a legend of this Drite hero from this other distant country.
They don't have any of their own?
What do you mean?
Like, they wouldn't have any of their own stories, like this Drite, say, dug so deep that they found gold or something like that. Like, it would be about Drite in their own community.
Like fictional stories.
Yeah, fictional. Or real.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah. Oh, like fairy tales. Drite fairy
Yeah,
tales.
either or. They can be based in reality or based in fiction. But just, like, stories that they pass around.
Yeah.
So would I
would say
get anything
yes.
about Drite or their community?
Sorry, what?
Would I get anything about Drite or their community?
From the stories?
Yeah, in the stories.
I would say yes.
Okay.
They gave you a seed of knowledge.
Oh, Jesus. Nick, was it?
Yeah, that was Nick.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, you are very loud.
Yeah,
It's his mic is really low. I think he's just like that all the time.
all the time.
Like,
I'm
he is black.
hyped. I am pure excitement.
Like, it's hard to, I have to listen close to Alyssa, but Nick just, like, hurts my ears when he cuts in.
I think that's just because of how his voice is, not because of the mic. His mic is turned way down.
It's all the way down.
Oh, also, he's very determined to stay in character the entire time. So if you say anything about Nick, he's going to be like, Nick who? We learned that last time.
Like, I can hear, like, sometimes I can actually hear you breathing into the mic is the thing, so it's very loud. I do, no, oh, God, I
How
actually,
are you doing?
it does make it,
Stop it.
it does
Stop
make
it.
it hard, it does make it hard to hear Alyssa is the thing.
ASMR.
No. Where were we? Where were we?
I don't even think that's an ASMR sound.
Knock it off. Okay, where were we? You were talking to the sage, and you said things were interesting.
I can't hear you because Nick is laughing into the mic.
I cut their mics off. so they can laugh as much as they want. Where were
Hello?
we? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. You still there?
Did you silence your own mic?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
I can hear you fine.
What happens when you try to silence it? That worked. I heard that. Hello.
Okay. It seems like we've lost our tabaxi friend again. Let's try and sort this out while Gesh and our mischief-causing octopus over here.
Definitely not an octopus. Just want to throw that out there.
Okay, definitely not
All
an
right,
octopus.
I can hear you guys now.
Okay, cool.
See, you just can't get rid of me. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
It
where?
just went completely quiet for no reason for a little bit.
Okay. Well, where were we with you?
Nick was laughing, and you were just coming back from me telling you that Nick was loud.
I swear.
No. I mean, in the story.
We didn't come back from that. It went quiet.
You were talking to the sage about the town.
Oh, that I never heard the start of the story.
You what?
I never heard the start of the story.
I'm confused. You were talking to the sage about the town, and everything was going fine, and then you were asking about Drite stories.
Yes, I was.
Okay. And it was fine through all that.
It was, what?
It was okay for all of that?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Do you want to pick back up from there then?
Sure.
Okay.
So, I guess I would want some stories maybe involving your people. That would be quite interesting. I like to collect stories, fictional or truthful, either or. Maybe some that even are a mix in between.
The proprietor of the Mellow Tome is sitting nearby talking to Asra. You might ask her if she carries any books with Drite stories. We do like to write them down occasionally, if they're very old.
Interesting. So, Asra, you said to ask?
Mm-hmm.
You are very quiet. It was very hard to hear what you said.
That's okay. Yeah, Asra is sitting near the fire pit with one of the Drite, who has this big flat book, like a map book, open on her lap, and they're sort of poring over it together.
All right.
Incidentally, you two might want to go over there and talk to her as well.
Ooh.
Since Braden, you sort of know the area. Do either of you guys? You don't.
Yeah.
Andrew, you do?
Wait, which area? Are we talking about?
Like outside the town, around here.
Wait.
No, not particularly.
Okay.
I understand where this is going. I run up to Asra and just interrupt everything that's going on. Where's the pyramid?
Didn't we already go over this last time? There aren't any pyramids around here.
Well, then what is there around here? Because I have no idea what there is.
Not much. The townspeople do like to be left alone, so there's not much here.
Well, you said it was a mummy you were looking for, right?
Yes, I need a mummy.
Well, if that's the case, I feel like your best shot might be Liara.
Who or
For
what
mummies?
is Liara?
Well, considering it's a highly populated area. We could probably
guess.
search through a few.
They'll have like a crypt or something.
Yeah, like a crypt.
Yeah. See, he gets it. This guy gets it.
Well, you're going there and you're leaving in the morning anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who's got info about Liara? Who's got the inside scoop?
Asra, sort of.
And myself.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a player that knows everything.
And why is this?
Well, I grew up in Liara and served as a gladiator for around 7-8 years.
So, I've read a decent amount of books. I mean, granted, they were kind of wet, but I still read them pretty well. And with that being said, how are you alive?
Talent.
So how'd you get out?
After the
You can tell them, go on.
plague swept through Liara, the arena shut down, and I was left to wander.
Okay. So I'm new to this whole land people thing. What's a plague?
Well, let me see if I still have it in my notes. I probably do, and I probably just can't find it because I'm disorganized.
What I'm getting to here is that you guys might want to talk to the map seller because you're going to be leaving in the morning and you have no idea where you're going.
Yeah.
And Braden, you said you wanted to talk to the map seller already?
I wanted to talk to what?
The bookstore owner, who also does maps.
Oh, the bookstore owner, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably talk to them. Probably out of character. I'd just talk to them and try and grab maybe a book or two about Drake stories, if they have any.
You wander over and very politely interrupt the map seller, and the two of you wander off to the bookstore. So that's kind of it.
So, did the map seller leave that big old book that you said with the map?
No,
Jeez,
she took the book with her.
that's unfortunate.
You remember the name of the bookstore from having been in the town a little
Mhm.
while. It's called the Milestone bookstore, and they sell books and maps, but she also does calligraphy on the side.
Okay. Were you interested in getting that book?
Honestly, I am interested because I mean that they might have something on the important people of Liara, and if you know the important people, you can find where their dead bodies are.
All right. Well, they're probably heading off to the Mellow Tome.
Let's go follow them.
All right.
We're off.
The Melotome is this small, dark little shop. It has a lantern on the inside that's already lit, and it's a small shop that's just like packed with aisles of books, like as many as you can possibly cram into one store. There's books on the walls. There's a pile of books on the little counter. Off in the back corner, there's kind of a table set up with a big scroll of parchment paper on it and some various inks and quills.
Okay. And we're all there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just want to yell out. Is there anyone who can help me find something?
Are we all in the bookstore?
Yes.
Who are you? You look interesting.
I'm just an ordinary guy.
To the two of Braden, to you, he kind of looks like a person with a weird bulbous head, but you do not know who this person is at all. They do not look like anything you've seen ever.
Hi.
It's like standing on 2 feet, but it looks like it's covered in fuzz, and it has pointy ears.
It
And
has what?
Pointy ears, and it can talk.
Interesting.
No, I'm describing what you look like to Nick's character.
Who? Oh
Character.
gosh, it's a kitty.
How do you know what a cat is?
Well, I saw this picture once, and it was just a little kitty. It was adorable.
Okay.
Okay, listen. All
This is
things
interesting.
that all you folks throw away, it has to go somewhere. Just think that through.
He has a point,
Mm.
but you are very, very intriguing.
Oh,
And
really?
you're sure you're just a normal? Did you say human?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just your normal run-of-the-mill landman.
Can I insight that by any chance? Just see if he's lying.
Yes, you may.
I believe it would be
Okay.
contested by deception.
Yeah, or persuasion, maybe. We've been
All right.
arguing about this, deception
Yeah.
versus persuasion.
I think.
Oh, perfect. I have a bonus to this.
Okay, so do your insight versus your persuasion.
Okay.
Oh. Is something wrong?
Oh
with
my God!
What?
What you got?
Literally a 1.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yay,
Oh.
natural
I
one.
only got a 5 on the dice.
I'm gonna
And I-
be. This is terrible.
I got a 10 in total.
Natural ones are always fun. We had one of those last time too.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Melinda seems to have very bad dice rolls. So,
So
you
I imagine I see
immediately
through the lies.
see through the ruse.
Perfect.
Well, okay, fine. I guess I haven't been completely honest with you, because I can see you're a very smart kitty. So, I'll tell you the truth. I am not from here.
All right. Interesting. Where are you from then?
Well, I am from the ocean.
I've been near there before.
Yeah.
Are you doing this for a second time?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only card I got left. So,
He's talking about
I don't
last time he tried to fool Melinda, and that also failed
I don't-
spectacularly.
I don't like to tell people this, but I'm actually a pirate, matey.
What? A pirate? Did you say?
Yes. Baby pirate.
Do another insight versus persuasion.
Okay.
Nick should have disadvantage this time, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
because he already failed last time.
There's another one.
Well,
Yeah, you roll
good
both of
luck.
them and take the lower number.
good luck beating that.
What you got?
A 5.
Okay.
All right.
Brayden, what did you get?
Me, I got a 23.
Yo. Okay, yeah.
I'm actually a kelp.
Okay, yeah, fine. This isn't gonna work.
Plant inspector.
This isn't gonna work. My name is Tata, and I am a Bakatako.
Tata's a sake taco.
We don't really come around here because everyone on land is insane. So yeah, we try to just kind of stay out of it, but it's kind of.
You want a
I
mummy,
guess
and
everyone's crazy in their own way.
you came here for a mummy, and you're not gonna leave until you get one.
Yeah. See,
And there aren't any mummies underwater, so
there's absolutely no mummies underwater. And I was so committed to this that I made my entire clan really mad. I honestly don't even know if I can go home, but I'm getting this mummy, and it's gonna be worth it.
Well, yes, you don't really find anyone dead in the ocean. They tend to get eaten before anything can get preserved.
Well, I mean, yeah. See, like, the best I could do was I tried with this really big shark skeleton, but it doesn't work because it won't hold itself together and the bones start going everywhere and it doesn't work. So no,
Native.
I came to the desert because that's where the mummies are at.
I'm gonna interject.
I will have to talk to you more later.
I'm gonna interject here. The bookstore proprietor comes back with a few books for you, Braden, and she also comes back with some copies of maps for the party. Asra
All
told
right.
me you were traveling to Liara with him, so I thought I'd give you some maps on the house.
Oh, you are so nice. Honestly, you are so helpful. Could you be just a bit more helpful since it's obviously your strong point?
Yes? She doesn't seem to know how to take the backhanded compliment.
Backhanded? No, I love her. She's amazing. So, since we're going to Liara, I need you to tell me what was the strongest thing to ever die there?
You would have to ask Asra that. I've never been.
Okay. Let's try something else.
Do you mean physically strongest or strongest, like the most money?
We're probably looking for the first one, but money never hurts. But that's not what we're trying to do here. So okay.
I know the Count died recently.
When you say count, what is a count?
A count is like someone who rules over a city.
Oh,
Or an area.
that's pretty cool.
Count is just a title.
Okay. That is pretty cool. Do you have any old books about Liara?
She wanders off and comes back with a big dusty book that she brushes off. You could try this one.
Ooh.
This is the oldest book I have, so please be careful.
I wanna very carefully, since everyone here knows the business, hold it with two of my hands, and then open the pages with the other two hands, and just kind of very very steadily flip through this, see if I see anything of notice. I guess I'm gonna investigate this book, if that's the right term.
You look like you have something you want to add, Andrew.
No, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Nice. So, do I see anything of notice in this book here?
It does seem like it used to be a much smaller town, and then it expanded, so it wasn't always ruled by a count and countess. It used to be much smaller and under control of a different ruler from... It was like a... what's the word I'm looking for, where it's like an area controlled by one person, and then the area shrinks. I'm no good with government titles.
Wait. Describe it again.
Like
Please?
like a feudal area sort of,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's ruled by one person, but then that area breaks up over time.
Like what happened with China a few times? If you're any good with history.
No, I'm
You're
thinking
looking
more.
for what it's called after it's broken up, or
No, what it's called before.
Empire.
No, not an empire. Smaller than an empire.
Okay.
kingdom?
No.
Mm,
What would it be called?
If anyone has any ideas, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, we're all having
I could probably look it up.
brain farts right now, and it doesn't really matter. It used to be so the city used to be part of a bigger area
Okay.
that was ruled over by like a lord, I guess, would be the closest thing since the culture doesn't really translate. It used to be ruled over by a lord, and then the citizens sort of stormed the castle, and he fell from power, and the territory broke up. And since this town was on the water, it started growing, and the Sultan, who is like the king, basically, the Sultan recognized it as a separate city by itself, and the Count was Virian, and the Countess is from the Procran Empire in Ventino. The book kind of stops when they started ruling the city. So there's probably a ruined castle, an approximation of a castle. There's probably a ruined castle around somewhere, but
All right.
nothing
Probably
super.
buried in sand.
Yeah, and there's nothing super important in the city itself since it started very small.
Well, nothing great, but thanks for letting me read your book.
You're well.
What do I have to pay for these books?
How many books are you taking? Nick, can you roll a deception check, please? Okay.
I don't know what that is.
what?
That's the 20. So you critted that. Nice job.
Nice.
The bookstore owner looks at you, curiously turning the pages of the book with two of your hands, and you sort of quickly try to brush it off, and she just kind of shrugs and turns away.
Just an ordinary guy.
Yeah.
So what was that? I didn't hear that.
I like how that's what that 20.
Oh,
Nick was convincing the bookstore owner that he wasn't an octopus again. How many books are you buying?
me?
Mm-hmm.
How many books? I don't know. I guess as many as I can carry, which is so. How many would that be? How many is that? Like, how many? How much does each book weigh? I guess.
Well, they don't have a lot of books about Dwight. You only got a couple of them, or a few. There's one about, like, history of the Dwight. There's one with Dwight fairy tales. There's one with accomplishments of the Dwight. That's kind of it.
I'd probably take accomplishments of the Dwight.
Okay.
Actually, before we go,
Accomplishments of the Dwight is fairly small. So
Is what?
Accomplishments of the Dwight is a fairly small book.
Wow,
They don't.
same.
What?
I said, wow, same.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's
they're
the
relatively
time.
they're relatively new, so it makes sense. How much would it weigh is the thing.
I don't know.
Because right now
like
I am very full on carrying things.
a pound. We'll call it a pound.
A pound? Okay.
Yeah.
That would mean, yeah, that's all I can take. I have that's almost exactly carrying capacity for me.
Okay.
So how much would that be?
Let's call it 5 silver.
5 silver? All right, can do.
Do you have any magic spell tomes or something of the like?
I wouldn't have them here. The sage might have them, but since you're leaving early in the morning and I'm actually closing up soon, I would recommend you go to the inn and get some rest, okay?
Let's go to the inn and get some rest.
Okay. We're actually going to skip right to the next morning for sake of time. It's 8 copper for a night's stay at the inn. But I am really excited for this next bit, so I want to just fast forward a little bit, if you don't mind.
Let's get to it. We
Yeah.
pay and head off.
You mean you pay and sleep and then leave in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you guys on rations? Because it's a couple miles to the trade route.
I got 10 days worth of rations.
Andrew?
Yeah, me too. 10 days.
Braden?
I got 8 days worth of rations.
Okay. So it looks like
Actually,
everyone
4 days. Never mind. That's 4 days versus of rations. But
everyone has a hex map, right?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So each hex on the map is 10 miles. It's, we'll call it like 3 or 4 miles to the trade route.
Okay. Did we go north?
No, you're going west.
We are going
Okay.
from where to where?
You're going from the town, it's called Nopal, and you're going to the trade route marked in red.
Let's do it.
2, 3. So that's about 40 miles journey?
No, 4 to the trade route.
Oh, yeah. 4 to the trade route, and then along the road, assuming we're following the route, that's
I
gonna
mean,
be 40.
you could shortcut it if
Okay,
you were
so-
really determined.
So, okay, yeah.
I mean, why don't we go along the water? Because,
That's a good idea.
like, I kind of need some water, guys.
Yeah.
That's a good idea,
True.
but you're going to have more distance to travel that way. And the trade route, the area in between the town and the trade route isn't clearly marked.
Okay.
Well, okay, so this is just an idea. Why don't we, I mean, do we have, like, a compass or any sort of navigation way?
I lived in the desert, so I'm quite good at navigating it.
Okay, because I got lost the last time I did this, so...
Yeah,
I actually came over here from, I believe it would be Sukvia. That would be the closest to here, if I remember correctly.
you can't really read it because the town name is written over the water, but yeah.
What was that?
The town name is, it doesn't matter, never mind.
Okay. I came from a close-by town, actually, so...
Okay, cool.
So, how fast do we travel?
I don't know what sounds reasonable.
Well, if we go along the trade route, that looks like around 40 miles, and I think walking speed is 2 per hour.
40 miles?
Yeah, if we follow the trade route.
Well, you're going west to get to the trade route,
Yeah,
but then you
yeah.
have to follow it north and then west.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is each line about 10 miles?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
You like said each hex is 10, right?
Each hex is 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
4 miles
Across the hex
over
is
to
10.
this red,
Okay.
and then from there we're gonna be traveling up about 8, and then we're gonna be traveling west about 16. So overall, I'd call it like 25.
Yeah. So that's 10. That's gonna be like 4.
While you're figuring this out, we're going to go have a quick break to read
Can I do it?
one of our station PSAs.
Allow me to do it. It's very important. I got to do it for the ocean. For the ocean. Here's a PSA. Stop dumping your stuff. Everything goes to the ocean. Where do you think your trash ends up? I'm not even kidding. There is a giant barge in the ocean the size of Texas. How do you feel about that? Are you okay with it? Because I'm not. So why don't you go and start recycling? It's not that hard. And if you say, I don't know how to do it.
I'm sure there's an official recycling PSA in here somewhere that you can read.
Exactly.
Yeah, you dumb stupid head.
Honestly, though, you need to take care
True.
of the planet. And you want to know what? Here, reduce your food waste, because that ends up there too. Did you know that across the entire production and consumption chain, about 40% of all food in the United States goes to waste? Most families don't realize how much food they toss out. An average of 1,000 pounds per year, per family of 4. SaveTheFood.com shows how making shopping lists, freezing food, and using leftovers can significantly reduce the 20 pounds of food each person throws away in a single month. This was brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council. Reducing food waste, because, let's be honest,
Everything goes to the ocean eventually.
everything goes to the ocean.
You know, in Boston, there's actually drains that are like, hey, don't dump in here. This goes to the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, it's not right, folks. There are people starving, and there's plants, and there's fish in the ocean that are just eating things they shouldn't. We got too many issues. We gotta go tackle them. Go do it.
And that's the end of our PSA, I guess, with Nick being half in character. Andrew, did you have something you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, it's gonna take us around, I think, a little bit over a day to reach Liara with one night of camping.
Okay. Well, you could always stop in Mari, which is
Yeah.
on the trade route.
Yeah, true.
So
We'll be in Mari in one day's journey.
Okay,
okay,
cool.
because like that one day's journey is about the limit of what I want to go. Walking crazy.
Because I'm assuming like 2 mile/hour walking speed, like 12 hours a day walking, maybe 14, and in that case we'd probably reach Liara in less than a day.
Okay. Well, the journey from Nopal to the trade route is actually kind of tricky. Are you going to follow the water or follow the trade route? That's the other thing.
Probably the trade route, because I know you did mention if we follow the water it would take longer.
Oh, no, I think if you follow the water, it'll take less time.
Oh, you meant from Nopal to...
Yeah.
There's more distance from Nopal to the water,
okay.
but that'll be easier to do.
So, yeah, that's going to be like around 5 miles, another 5, another 5, another...
You could go up the river and make a stop at Mari.
Yeah.
That way, too.
Okay, yeah. Either way, we'll be there in less than a day if we do like 12, 14 hours, I think,
Okay.
of walking.
How does that sound?
I vote for whatever puts us with water most of the time. I love water.
Braden? Braden?
Oh, what? You want me to choose? I'm life
Opinion.
doesn't really care.
You like water, don't you?
I'm just vibing, man.
I do need it to drink.
Exactly. And okay, label it this way. If you side with me on this one, I will show you something really cool. Trust me, you'll think this is cool.
I'd like to point out that the rest of the party can't drink ocean water and you can. So that's kind of bad news for
Well,
them.
we all have water skins. I
Right.
believe.
But if you run out, and you're going to run out fast because you're in the desert.
We
Yeah.
are in the desert, so I suggest we
Can't
stay
drink from
by
the
the
ocean.
water. That'll keep us
We'll be
alive
passing
longer.
by the river in Mari, though, I
Mhm.
believe. So I think we will deplete our water skins around the time we get to Mari,
Okay, cool.
probably.
Okay. You want to head off?
Yeah.
Water.
Anything you feel like you need before you need to leave?
No, not me.
I'm just gonna go and submerge myself in that little water area real quick and get myself super moist and ready to go, and then I'm good. That's all I needed.
Braden?
Are we doing preparations before we go?
Mm-hmm.
I might actually. Would the bookstore be open? Because Life is actually having second thoughts about leaving those other books there.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask. Was it? Was it Dalmura? Dalmura Gesh? Was it
Delmarev.
Yeah.
Dalmura? Would you like some extra rope? It's a bit heavy for me, and I would like to carry those books.
Unfortunately for you, I believe I'm at capacity. Or close to it.
Huh. I will
You
have
could
to.
you could sell them off somewhere. The
I
rope,
could.
I mean.
I guess I'll just sell it off for whatever. I'll just say it's hemp. It's 50 feet of hempen rope. I forget how much it costs, but that's like 10 pounds. So I'm just gonna.
I think it's 5, actually.
It's what? No, it's 10. It says it's 10.
Yeah, but someone told me once that was... Some of the weights were unrealistic, and that one is definitely unrealistic.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what we decided. I have 20 feet of hempen rope, and that is 2 pounds for me.
I got 50.
So it's a 10 to 1
Yeah, I
basis.
got 50 feet.
It's a 10 to 1 ratio, so you would have 5 pounds of hempen rope, I believe.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So you have enough carrying capacity to get more books if you want to.
Like if you have enough to carry it, I suggest taking it because I would love those books in character.
Unfortunately, I don't believe I do.
I'll take his rope.
All right.
Are you at capacity?
I don't think so, but I got a high strength, so I don't think so.
Well, carrying capacity is strength times 3, but then you got to add up all the weights of the stuff you're carrying. While they work that out, do you want to go to the bookstore and get more books?
I don't think. Yeah, we didn't go through the inventory stuff with him because he made his stuff on D&D Beyond, so we would have to work that out.
Okay, we'll have to work that out later.
Yeah.
For the time being,
So I guess I'll just.
Sorry about that.
for the
Oh,
time
no
being,
problem.
we'll
There's
say
no
you
way
have
we
5
could've,
pounds of rope, and you can
It's
sell it if you
complicated
choose.
stuff.
True.
I guess I'll give him the
'Cause we
rope
use
then.
different
In that
rules.
case.
Well, we don't know how much stuff he's carrying because he doesn't have any inventory right now.
Okay. I'll just give him the rope.
Maybe you could ask Asra.
Azra's already gone.
Oh, okay.
And
The sun
and
is...
I'll just run and grab those 2 other books, the
It's
fairy
like-
tales and the history.
It's like 9 o'clock at this point. 9 a.m.
Okay.
So
The fairy tales and the history are a bit bigger, so it's going to be like £1.50 per book.
I might
The
have that.
The fairy tales, we're going to call that 1 gold, and the history is going to be the same as the accomplishments.
It's going to be what?
The same price as the accomplishments book.
Okay. So that's going to be another gold and 5 silver.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect. I'll write that off. So, and that's going to be history and fairy tales.
Cool.
And then I'm ready to go. As
Okay.
long as my water skin's full, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Are you guys ready to go?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
as we go, I want to show them a cool trick I could do, though.
The townspeople are kind of like, some of them are outside waving you off
So,
as you leave.
I take out my 4 arms, and I take out 4 torches, and I start juggling them.
Should he have to do a check for that?
Let me do it.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Let's hope this works.
I
Come on.
believe.
Believe in this.
Or maybe sleight of hand because it's mostly an arm thing. I don't really know the difference between. I don't know the dexterity checks very well.
I think I'm going to call it acrobatics.
Yeah, okay.
Because sleight of hand is like stealing something
Yeah.
or doing a card trick or something like that.
It's like hand-eye coordination, yeah. Yeah, so acrobatics check.
Okay, so I got 17 on the roll.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
A 1.
Plus 1, and yeah, that's going to be an 18 total.
Okay, I was clocking that at a DC 10, so you're good.
Man, for finesse, check the juggling, folks. Check the juggling.
Delmeriv collapse.
Yay.
Yeah.
Someone from the town does run after you as you're leaving.
Okay.
The journey to the trade route is treacherous. The path isn't marked, but I'm the guide in this town. I tried to leave flag posts. The area in between the trade route and the town does tend to get windy and it whips up a lot of sand, so just follow the flags, okay?
You got it.
Flags. Follow the flags.
Yes.
You got it.
You're already standing near the first one. It's tall and the flag on top is bright red.
All right.
True to what he's saying, though, the wind is starting to kick up sand and obscure visibility already.
Are we, like, higher up in terms of altitude or lower? Because I'm wondering if we can, like, see the ocean line at all, since we're only, like, around 5-6 miles away.
No.
Okay.
We're going to treat this like a blizzard in real life or something where the visibility drops way down.
It's a sandstorm.
It's a
we're in,
sandstorm.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Great. Okay.
A
Okay.
light sandstorm. My element.
I hate this. This is terrible.
You may or may not recognize the thing that's coming up. I'm happy I came up with it literally on the way here. So you're at the first flag. You're going to have to make a perception check to get to each successive flag.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
let's do it. Let's do this.
Hang on a second.
A perception check. All right.
That's a 2.
That's an 18.
Oh, fuck. That is a...
You swore. You're not supposed to swear.
That's
It's
kinda
okay, it's
cringe,
accidental.
Bro.
Sorry.
Kinda cringe.
That's on me.
Wow.
I mean heck. I meant heck. I'm sorry.
This is why we can't have nice things, you know?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got a 7.
Oops.
How did I... Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 on the dice.
Oh, I didn't even add the modifier. I don't know what modifier to add on that.
Oh, what was that? Yeah, wisdom.
That's just proficiency.
You don't have proficiency in perception, but it is a wisdom check, so that's a +3 on your 18.
Oh, so
It's
it's
gonna be
21.
a 21 total.
Okay. So you make it easily to the next flag, and the two of you follow him.
Okay.
Okay.
Nat 20.
15.
Brayden?
That's going to be slightly better. That's going to be an 11.
You make it to the next flag.
Nice job, folks. 20.
17.
Getting better. Also a 17.
Well, there's 2 flags here.
Left.
Braden?
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
There's 2
we
flags
stick
here.
left, we'll hit water quicker than if we hit right.
Well, we are in the middle of a sandstorm, and I think the water would be better, so...
Okay. You go to the left flag, but you can't make out any flags beyond it.
Okay. Let's go back to the previous flag.
Okay. This one has disadvantage.
Okay. It's a 7.
Braden?
All right, that's going to be a 14.
That was a 7 on my
I mean,
end,
a
too.
13.
A
It's going to be a
13.
13, my bad.
So you make it to the next flag. You make it to the previous flag with difficulty, and the others manage to follow you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we did it.
All right, let's go to the
I'm really
right.
sorry about that, guys.
The right one now. 6.
6 as well.
There's 2 flags here again.
Is there a... Wait, is there a... Hang on. Are we rolling another perception?
Mm-hmm.
And is it with disadvantage again?
No.
Okay, that's going to be a 22.
Gosh. Okay. There are 2 flags again, but you manage to pick out the right one, and you make it to the next flag.
And it's
All right.
assumed that we follow.
Yes.
Okay.
Aw, thanks for
Whoever has the highest roll, we're just going to assume that the others follow them.
the
Perfect.
Ooh. That
14.
Braden?
That's going to be a 16.
That was a nat 1, making a 4.
Well, you're fine.
Cuckoo. I tripped while we were going, though. It wasn't fun.
It's gonna be a dirty 1. 2 minus 1.
Ooh, okay. 18.
Braden?
That's going to be a 17.
Okay. You make it to the last flag, and the wind dies down right as you step onto the trade route.
Okay. Let's continue on to the ocean.
Okay, I just wanna say, this was terrible, and I hated this.
Does anyone
That was
have
especially bad.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
I knew someone would make that joke. Does anyone have detect magic here?
No.
I do not.
Nick?
What, detect magic?
Spells.
Wait, could you ask again? I'm sorry.
Do you have... I think there's a spell detect magic.
Oh, no, I don't have that.
Okay. It seems kind of like you've stepped into the eye of a storm or something, because the trade route is perfectly clear, but there's sand whipping up behind you and in front of you.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but I think I have an idea what to do. So I'm gonna yell at the top of my lungs, "Gosh, I really need to buy something."
Nothing happens.
What was
I
that?
love that.
Wow.
Were you signaling someone?
If only someone could help me take care of all this money.
You're going to get bandits called here. If there are bandits nearby, we're going to see bandits.
If there were bandits, there wouldn't be all this weirdness. There's weirdness.
I feel like there would be weirdness and then some bandits. I don't think the weirdness is going to go away. I think you're just going to add bandits to the situation.
I mean, maybe, but like, then we can kill them, and then I can take their bodies. So it's a win-win.
I know what you're doing. You're searching for bodies to reanimate.
What? No. No, I'm not doing that. Nah.
You're a necromancer. There's no way you aren't.
Well, at least you're focused on your goal.
Hey,
Yay.
listen, we Bakatako are very oriented to getting our goals.
And,
I mean,
you're the same way, actually.
normally we like samurai stuff though. So.
What's a samurai?
What is a samurai?
Oh yeah, that's right. You land people have no concept of honor. Let me explain.
Disagree, but go on.
Well, from our standards anyway. I digress. We have a very harsh society in which everyone simply furthers our society, strengthening it through the power of their will and making sure to give their best. And at the forefront, the tip of our sword are the samurai.
Are you going to keep traveling, or are you just going to stop here and start yelling and wait for bandits to come so you can kill them and reanimate their bodies?
Did any bandits come?
No.
Well, I guess we have to go then.
I suppose we should continue on
Yes,
to the
let's
water.
get moving.
Yeah, I was honestly hoping that like if I waited a bit, it might happen, but it didn't.
Alas.
Head towards
Nothing.
this water. Do 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 do. Water. Are we there yet?
You have no flag posts to guide you this time, so you're just you just have to go straight and hope, kind of.
Would that be a survival roll?
Yeah, let's make it survival. And Braden, I'm going to say you have advantage on this one.
Nice.
I have a proficiency in survival.
Okay.
All right, so do I. That's going to be a 16 survival check.
With advantage?
I got a 6.
Do I add any of these as well?
Survival seems to be a wisdom check,
Okay.
so you get +3, +2.
Braden,
So
is that
22.
16 with advantage?
So 22.
Okay. You and Braden easily make it through the sand, and you're just kind of trailing in their wake. And you reach the shore, which sort of sharply slopes down. It's almost a cliff, but not quite a cliff. And there's a bay at the very bottom. You can see across the bay to Liara, and there's an island sort of near there, out in the water.
Okay, guys, I'm really just gonna toss this one out there because I have to do it. What if I go check out that island?
I don't know if you'd want to do that.
The island is closer to Liara, so that's like on the other side of the bay, sort of.
Cheers, that's
Yeah.
still like a decent swim. Like, it's not like a quick old swim, is it?
That was the crematorium we used when the Red Plague struck.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure if that makes me want to go or not want to go.
You're not going to be reanimating anyone there, that's for sure.
There are technically bodies, but they're all ash.
Yeah, I don't know a spell for that, so that's not gonna be the most helpful.
Oops. So
Okay.
how do you want to do this? Because it seems to kind of slope like that all the way around.
I say we just head north and then west, or
Just
head to
follow
Mar-
the coast.
Yeah, just follow the coast to Mari, and
If the
then
druids were here, we'd be able to cross, but I guess we'll have to follow the coast as
Alas.
normal.
We're going to stop here for this week, but we will see you after spring break with hopefully another party member.
Oh wait, so it looks like next week we're just gonna coast along.
Yep.
So you're just gonna be left at bay? I know, right? Water
one doesn't
you're
really
talking
work.
About. No, it works. You just said it was in a bay.
It is. Anyway, thank you for listening to The Torch and Wand on WXPL 91.3. We're going to be back with another episode after spring break. Stay tuned for more programming, and don't forget to tune in to the Rhythm Lounge at noon with Joel. Thanks for listening. Everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye, magical outro. Da 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 da. I'll see you later.
It's been alright, I've been alright, but it is better, I hear better. I like it better, I do what it, set me on the